10 signs men find you are attractive. Have you ever wondered if men find you attractive even when you doubt yourself? You're probably wondering if he thinks you're beautiful because you like him and hope he thinks you're pretty and appealing, since this is normally the first step in getting a guy to notice you. Today, we'll look at the signs that guys give out when they believe you're attractive. It's not always about outright compliments. Sometimes the way he behaves around you says everything. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to pick up on these clues with ease, giving you more confidence in your interactions. So, here are 10 signs men find you are attractive. 1. He'll preen himself. Men will continually groom themselves in order to increase their appeal. Preening behaviors may increase when he is near someone he finds attractive. For example, rearranging clothes, unbuttoning the top of his shirt, adjusting his suit, straightening his socks, and readjusting his tie are all examples of minor preening behaviors to look for. Fixing his hair. Men may ruffle their hair or check for loose strands to ensure that everything is in place. Preening the hair not only improves its appearance, but also draws attention to it, since our eyes are drawn to movement. 2. He will flex his muscles. The amount of muscle our bodies hold is one of the most noticeable differences between men and women. When males show signs of desire, they might show behaviors that indicate high muscular tone. Straightening the back out to make the chest bigger. Maintain a V-shaped body by rolling their shoulders back and wide. Sucking in the tummy to hide unwanted fat. Tightening forearms or upper arm muscles are some examples. These motions will be subtle. You won't see him flexing like a bodybuilder, unless he is one. 3. You don't get too many compliments from men. Yes, you heard that right. Not getting too many compliments from men also can be a sign of your attractiveness. If women compliment your appearance but men do not, it might be an indication that you are gorgeous, because it is obvious that the majority of men avoid complimenting a woman's attractiveness. This is why most guys understand that it is better to keep their feelings buried, at least for the time being, than to publicly declare them to you. After all, think about it. Imagine two completely ordinary guys were dating you. One of them has openly expressed his affection for you, while the other is more distant and mysterious. Which of them do you think is more attractive? Most ladies would go with the mysterious one. For some unknown reason, that honest one comes out as needy, desperate, and maybe icky. So, if you're not getting a lot of compliments from a guy you like, it may be because he's waiting for the right time to comment. Is he a shy person? Maybe. If you like him too, you should ask him out and see how he reacts. 4. You've had a fairly active dating life. If you routinely go on dates with guys or have had previous relationships, you may be quite certain that men are attracted to you. Unfortunately, some women have wonderful personalities but might spend years without a single date. That is the power of physical attractiveness. Depending on how you use it, it might make you happy or miserable. On the other hand, if your previous relationships were mainly abusive, that's a different matter. You could be physically appealing, but your spiritual side may need some work. 5. Men protect you. Men are much more inclined to step up to the plate for attractive women. They have an inherent protective instinct. Here are some of the most typical ways a man might protect an attractive lady he wants to be with. He constantly tries to join you when you go somewhere shady or unsafe. If someone is speaking negatively about you, he will defend you. He'll always provide a helping hand if you ever need it. When a man defends you in this manner, it is because you have aroused his hero instinct. 6. Men act awkward around you. When men act strange around you, it might indicate that they find you highly appealing. And if this is a frequent reaction, there's no mistake about it. You're a gorgeous who drives the lads crazy. Why do men act uncomfortable around attractive women? It's all Mother Nature's idea. Men desire to be loved by attractive women because it makes them feel good and validates them. So when men see you, a lovely female near them, they feel the immediate urge to be on their best behavior, which for most men ends in uncomfortable behavior. You may be asking yourself, Could it also be that they're uncomfortable around women in general? Even if socially uncomfortable and insecure men naturally behave that way, you should take notice if lots of guys act that way around you. That might imply that when you enter a room, even the guys who are more self-assured get uneasy, and that speaks volumes about your attractiveness. 7. He'll serve you an eyebrow flash. When we initially lay eyes on someone we find attractive, our eyebrows lift and fall. They raise an eyebrow if they feel the same way about us. It all takes place worldwide in less than 0.5 seconds and affects people of all ages, races, and socioeconomic statuses. By raising our eyebrows, we may make our eyes appear more open, welcoming, and brilliant by allowing more light to reflect off their surface. Even though they might be easy to overlook, flashes are so reliable that you might be able to tell whether someone is attracted to you before they even recognize it. 8. He'll turn his torso toward you. When they are talking to you, men who find you attractive will probably face you directly. He may turn his entire body to face you, even if you're in a group. Look out for signs that he's trying to close you off and keep you to himself. He could even stand aside from his friends so he can be in the spotlight, or position himself so it's more difficult for others to start a discussion with you. That's a wonderful sign. A close friend told me a story about how a man came up to her and her friends and struck up a conversation with every one of them except her. She felt she was being ignored until she observed his body was always facing her. He had been after her phone number all along. 9. He has trouble getting his words out. According to a 2020 study, people may struggle to get their words out when they meet someone they find attractive for the first time. When learning how to read a man's body language, you should keep an eye out for this. Being tolerant and understanding is crucial, since shyness fades with time and familiarity. When men struggle to communicate their views, it may be fascinating and charming to others, since it implies real attention and emotional engagement. By providing them room and support, you may create a comfortable setting in which they can open up and speak more freely. Remember that everyone expresses themselves differently, and conquering this barrier may lead to deeper relationships and meaningful interactions. In other words, don't be surprised if he feels a bit tongue-tied when speaking to you. This will not persist forever, and it can be flattering. 10. He adopts a sweet tone. Have you ever heard a man speak to you in a softer and sweeter tone? Such a shift is typically a sign that he is interested in you. Please take note of the tone he employs with others as compared to the one he uses with you. When a man speaks to you in a softer, gentler tone than he does to others, it may indicate that he is particularly interested in you. This shift in tone may suggest his desire to have a more intimate and meaningful relationship with you. If he uses a softer and sweeter tone of voice when speaking to you, it might be one of the male body language indicators of desire. Well, there you have it. 10 signs men find you are attractive. Attraction is both complex and intimate. While body language can give hints about attraction, these actions can be interpreted in a variety of ways. The more signs you see, and the more you get to know the individual, the more confident you will be in deciphering his emotions. Thanks for watching.